Okay, hi everyone. Welcome along to the Navisworks training video. So this video is aimed mainly at project managers, but it will pick up anybody at a beginner to intermediate stage. I'm not going to do too many difficult tasks. I just want to explain the ribbon, how to walk, how to look around, check properties, some basic things that are really important if you want to be a project manager or if you're working in the MEP field and you're not sure about Navisworks, because with BIM side of things, you do not have to know how to edit, but you certainly need to know how to view. So if you start off with Navisworks, this is manage. So you may only have a freedom license. So I'm not going to do anything outside of the freedom package. So manage is basically a paid version of Navisworks, whereas freedom is a free version, hence the name freedom. So freedom will give you some of the basic functions, and manage will give you more of the detailed ones, like the likes of clash detective and things, which we're not going to get into, but there is a video in the video description should you need to go there. Okay, so the first and most important thing is the navigation bar, which is here. If for some reason it's gone or you can't see it, you just simply go up to your top ribbon. So you have your home, you have your view tab, your view, but in this view option here, you have a navigation bar here, so you can see it. When I click on it, it's there. If I click on it again, it fades across. So you will have that. Okay, you have a view cube here. You can make it disappear by hitting view cube. So they're just two basic things. I don't really use the view cube, but I do use navigation bar. Now we're going to be in around just the bottom two features, which is the 2 feet and the select, which is the mouse cursor. So for now, we're going to learn how to walk. Very, very simple. Click on the 2 feet once with the left click on your mouse. Now, if you want to walk forward, you left click, push that down, your left click on your mouse. To walk forward, I'm still holding down my left click. To walk forward, hold down your left click and push your mouse forward. The faster you push your mouse, the faster you move. And then if you pull back, you'll move backwards. And again, the same thing. The faster you pull back, the faster you move backwards. And the slower you pull back or forward, the slower you move. Okay, so just practice that there. So that's left click down, push forward, move forward, left click down, pull back to move back. Fantastic. That's our move forward. To look left and right, just left click down, turn right to look right, turn left to look left. So that's our basic turning left, turning right, moving forward and moving backwards. So what's next? The next button is the mouse wheel. So this is kind of like your head. So if you roll the wheel forward, you'll look down. And if you roll the wheel backwards, you'll look up. So this is like your head looking up and down. Okay, so now we know how to move forward, back, look left, look right, look up, and look down. Okay, now moving up and down is again with the mouse wheel. So if you click the mouse wheel down as if it's a button, you'll get the cross here. If you push forward, you'll fly up. So this is like a fly option. If you pull down, you'll fly down. So this is just a fly option. So now we can move. Now we can go up, down, left, right, wherever we want to go. The next thing that's very important is actually the building itself. So currently we can see all this entire building, but we might only want to look at a floor. So for that, we go to our viewpoint section. We come across here to our enable sectioning. So just hit that and it'll section the building down for us. So we can just say, I usually use plane 2 and top. Okay, so that's in here, just from plane 1 to plane 2, and then our alignment from the top. So now if we grab the blue arrow, we can pull it up and down, and we can section that building any way we want. The red one, if we grab the red, we can pull it across, we can pull our green one back and forward. So we can, but mainly we're just going to focus on the up and down. Okay, so if we want to pull that all the way down to our containment, we can do that. If this is in the way, we hit move and it's gone. Nice and handy. So now we can walk forward, we can have a look, we can move to the side, we're moving to the side by mouse wheeling across and just pulling across to the left and pulling across to the right. We are moving down now with the mouse wheel flying down. We're coming over, we're having a look at the containment here, making sure that there's no clashes, that we like the way it's sitting on the bracket. We're inspecting the electrical containment to make sure that it's okay. So we can come over here and we can inspect maybe the riser. We can have a look at this maybe difficult bend to make sure that it's sufficient, that we're coming out through it, that we're happy with how it's looking, that we have enough brackets, whatever the reason that we want to look at is. Maybe we want to check the riser, see how we come out, come down. Here's our riser door. If we come in, do we want the containment on the right? Are we happy with that? Do we want the board here? Should we move it onto the other wall? All these questions we can solve here in Navisworks without stepping a foot on site. So it's really good for health and safety and just avoiding unnecessary risks that may occur on site at any stage. And this is all done pre-construction stage. So we do this nice and early, get it coordinated, get it in drawings produced, have our reviews, make sure there's no clashes, all the early stage of a project. Before even we've broken ground, we'd have this coordinated. Okay, so what is left? So that's all our moving around the project, having a look. So the only thing that the last thing I'm going to cover, which is enough for today, if you practice what we've shown you and use this button here, the cursor, that's enough for basic Navisworks training. You can now use Navisworks. So if we hit this select, we can click on this and we get all of the information that we need. We know the service type is fire alarm. We can see the height of it, which is 100 mil high. We can see the size, which is the width. We can see it's 300 by 300 by 100. So we can say, oh, is that thick enough? Do we need a 400 by 100? Can we reduce it to maybe 300 by 25? Now we see this service type is ICT, and this one is our low voltage. So we have low voltage, ICT, and fire alarm in each room. We can also say maybe would a T branch from one of these out here do? We can look at that and just say, have we sufficient cable trays in these rooms? Should we be following the ductwork? Should we have a branch over here? How are we going to get from here to these lights, for example? So we should have another one, coming down here servicing these lights, because we're obviously going to have lights and smoke heads in that room. We've nothing in here, so it's easy to see in areas. How do you get to the lights? We're probably okay here, but we're not okay everywhere. So you can have a look. You can't take viewpoints. That's the only problem with this. So you'd have to take screenshots and send them to someone. In the manage where I am, I can take a viewpoint. So I can save a viewpoint here. I can save another one here. And then I click on the first one, click on the second one, but you can't do that in Freedom. You'd actually have to take screenshots and send them to someone, or get someone to send you to take viewpoints for you. But that's actually enough for now, because you can see everything. If it's put in the Revit model, it'll be put into the Navisworks file. It'll pick up everything for you, let you know if it's a turn, supply air, if it's a low voltage tray, if it's ICT, if it's fire alarm, if it's a light fitting, whatever it is, it'll tell you. So practice that. Let me know how you get on. I'd be interested to see if you have questions. Leave them in the comment section. You can, of course, reach me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, or indeed TikTok. I am tripping switches on them all. But take care. Enjoy the video, and I hope this helps.